Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Naomi, and let's dream about beauty. In today's video, I have for you a first impression. I have the Urban Decay Stoned Vibes larger palette and mini palette. So we'll be trying that out. I have the Melt Cosmetics Digital Dust Blush to try out. I have the Gucci Poudre de Beauté Eclat Soleil, which is a bronzing powder, to try out. And I have the Lancome Juicy Tubes Lip Gloss to try out. So I've already done my base makeup. So I'm going to start in with the Gucci bronzing powder. So if you would like to see how these products go on and what I think of them, then just keep on watching. Okay, so here is the Gucci. This was a quite another one of those 2 a.m. iPad in my bed, can't sleep, wandering through Sephora purchases where I'm bored and I just buy stuff. So I've never in my life owned anything by Gucci, so I thought it was about time. Anyhow, this is what the component looks like. Isn't it just beautiful? I don't even want to use it. I just want to like set it up somewhere on a shelf and then just look at it. And here is the actual powder. This is in the shade number 2, so hopefully it won't be too dark for me. It looks a little bit dark in the pan, but I already have my contour done. So we'll go in with, I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill bronzing brush. Just go in, but oh, hopefully I didn't go in because I think you need a light hand with this stuff, so we'll I read the reviews were really good on it. Yeah, that's really pretty. It's blending really nicely. Looks matte. I don't really see any like to go on top of my nose. Just a little bit more. So yeah, I think you want to be careful and not go in too heavy-handed with this. Just a light hand. There. I think that looks pretty. And it's blending nicely with my contour, so that's good. So that is the Gucci. Now, the only thing that I'm having, oh, I see now. So there is a little brush that comes with it underneath, and there's a cavity underneath. I was having problems getting at it, but I realize now that if I just shake it upside down, it pulls up. There we go. I'm so scared to wreck this. Oh my god. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the Melt Cosmetics Digital Blush or Digital Dust Blush, and I got mine in the shade Raw Honey. So this is what the component looks like. And then There is the two shades. So I will swatch these for you. So they're on the back of my hand. While I'm swatching, I'm going to swatch the Gucci bronzer for you as well. It's very nice and cool toned. That's it right there. But like I said, a light hand with that one. Okay, so just going to clean my blush brush off on a piece of paper towel. And I think I'm going to go in and blend the two sides together like so. And then just on top and see how it goes. That's actually really beautiful. A little more of just the darker color. Very nice for fall, I think. And I see glow, but I'm not seeing any glitter. I did read a couple of the reviews were complaining about glitter, but I don't see any. It's definitely glowy, but I don't see any glitter. Okay, so going in on this side. And you can see a little bit of the glow right in there. I don't think I'm going to use any highlighter. I'll just leave it as that. Okay, so now moving on to the eyeshadow palette. Just putting on a little bit of the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. This is my current favorite. It's very easy to blend in. It doesn't get all over my eyelashes. And it dries down pretty good, so I don't tend to set it. And the only thing it doesn't do is really make like a blank canvas. Like if you have a lot of discoloration on your eyelids, you might want something that's going to you know, create more of that blank canvas and color correct your eyelids. But I don't have a lot of discoloration on my eyelids, so this works really well for me. Okay, so let's have a look at these two beautiful packaging. It's beautiful. So we'll do the smaller one first. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be, actually. So this is what it looks like. The letters are a little bit raised, and they are what's the word I'm trying to think of? Dazzling. And then this is what it looks like inside. So we got 1, 2, 3 special shades, and then 1, 2, 3 mattes. So I'll just swatch those for you. So they're not hugely pigmented. The pinker one is not, you can see them there. And there's the green, and then there's the blue. But I think the blue especially looks beautiful. I think that if you went over it, it's definitely like a metallic. It's not a glitter. Looks quite beautiful. But the green and the pink are not very opaque on the first swatch, and the blue is more opaque. Now I'm just doing the mattes. Oh, those swatched beautifully. So there they are, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this is a cute little palette. Just wiping off the swatches, and then we'll look at the larger palette, Urban Decay Stoned Vibes. The packaging on this is incredible. So that's what that looks like. It's all, I'm holding it upside down. Just gorgeous. It's all raised. And suddenly I'm an ASMR channel. And that's what it looks like inside. So it's got the brush, double-ended brush. Then it's got 8 metallic shades and 4 mattes. And I'll just swatch these for you. So there's the green, opal. The opal is very translucent, and tiger's eye and vibes. So that's what those look like. And then there's Bloodstone, Ojo, Raw Energy, and Meditate. So Bloodstone. Oh, wait a second. I'm like, it looks green in the palette and it's coming out kind of a brownish blue. Then this one is Ojo. Ooh, that one's pretty. Raw Energy is purple. It's coming out more clear. And then Meditate is sort of a burgundy. So definitely what you see in the pan is not necessarily what you get in the swatch. I'll just show that to you again. So this one is Bloodstone, and it very much reminds me of ColourPop. Dang it, I cannot think of that particular shade color, but anyhow. And then I'll do the mattes. Good Karma, Hexed, Antidote, and Third Eye. So Good Karma, Hexed, Antidote, and Third Eye. Yeah, Third Eye looks, and I remember watching Angelica Nyquist, and she mentioned that the Third Eye shade looks like a matte, but it's actually a satin, so that burgundy, so you might want to watch out for that one. So if you bought both palettes, you would have 6 mattes, 1 satin, and 11 shimmers, which is fine with me because I definitely prefer shimmer shades. Good Karma and Optimist are quite similar. So I'm going to do a combination of Good Karma and Eclipse in my, which is this one, in my crease. So let's just zoom in a little bit. Oops, I can never figure out which way to turn that. I'm going to scoot my chair in a bit. Grab a JH32 and I'm going to go in with the shade Good Karma. Is that the one I said I was going to use? Yeah, Good Karma. And that's just kind of a little bit darker than a bone colored shade, and I'm going to put that through my crease. Really good pigmentation with that shade. And then again, this is the shade Good Karma, and it is the lightest matte in the larger palette. So basically I'm laying down this color as a transition because I'm going to go in with a darker brown, a more cool tone brown over top of it, but I don't want the brown to be too dark, so that's why I'm just mixing them together. So I'm going to go in with the shade Eclipse, which is this darker brown one in the smaller palette. Again, I'm just going to keep that in my transition area and into my crease. I'm glad I got both palettes. I think definitely with both palettes you just have a little bit more versatility. Okay, so now I'm going to get a clean brush and I am going to use again that Good Karma shade, and I'm just going to blend out the edges. Okay, so that's the look so far. I think it blended out really well. That darker shade looks really good with the Good Karma shade that I laid down. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the third eye shade, which is the satin, and that's going to go in my crease. And with this smaller brush, it's going to go blend out here in the outer corner, outer V, and just up into the crease. Because it's a satin, I'm not going to bring it up too high, not into the transition area, just into the crease and into the outer V area. Okay. So now I have to decide. I think I'm going to go in with this shade called Bloodstone, which, as you can see, has sort of a green look in the pan, but there's some depth in there too. This is actually what it looks like. Do I want to use that? I don't want to use the blue. Do I want to use Raw Energy? Oh, the Raw Energy is quite pretty. Might do both. So I think I'm going to go in with Bloodstone in the outer part and then the other Raw Energy closer in. So I'll try everything without dampening my brush. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Definitely a duochrome. green to brown. That's gorgeous. Okay. I'm going to take the other side and I'm going to go into raw energy. Not as much opacity in that shade, but it's blending in nice with bloodstone. Raw energy looks purple in the pan, but it's very much a more of a topper shade. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into bloodstone and I'm going to spray it. And I just want to see the difference. And just so you know, I'm not really one for using my finger. Sorry, gotta make sure I'm centered. Yeah, I definitely think that foiling it is the way to go. You can make it work without foiling it. It looks good, but foiling it just gives it that extra oomph. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with the raw energy shade, which is the purpley one. Let's see what happens. Well, not a lot of difference. And that is what a little bit of fallout here just at the very corner. I am super thrilled with this look. This shade Bloodstone here is just absolutely gorgeous. Definitely a duochrome. The shade here that I used, Raw Energy, definitely doesn't translate. The purple doesn't translate. It's just more sort of a sparkly overcoat. But the mattes blended out beautifully. I'm totally thrilled with them. So I'm just gonna finish up my look here and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's the finished eye look. I am absolutely in love with these palettes. I think they're gorgeous. They're very unique. I think you can get some unique looks out of it. That Bloodstone shade is just absolutely gorgeous. I want to sit here and take this look off and play with it some more, just because it was so much fun. These are really, the shimmers are very interesting shades. That blue is just beautiful. Then we've got some that are more opaque than others, and then some that are less opaque and just give more of a sort of glittery look. But none of these are pressed glitters. They are all like metallic and just beautiful. So let's move on. I want to try out these Juicy Tubes from Lancome. Just move those to the side. This is this cute little bag. that I got at Sephora, and it comes with 3 little juicy tubes. They're lip gloss inside this pretty little bag. So cute. So there's Electro, Nation, and Miracle. Miracle, Electro, and Nation are the 3 different shades that you get. I'm going to try out Nation. So I'm just putting this on lips that I already have. That's just a squeezy too. And I just have a lip balm on, so that's pretty. I'm happy I bought them. Time is our most precious resource, and when you spend a little bit of your time with me, I really appreciate it. I hope wherever in the world you are, that you're well, that you're healthy, and that you're happy. I'd like to recommend that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you're interested in this type of content, activate the notification bell so that you know when I upload, and maybe a thumbs up and comment down below. Just as a small little wrap up, I think I already mentioned I'm in love with the Stoned palette. I think it's gorgeous, and I don't think you would be sad if you bought it. And just remember that some of the shades are more opaque than others, and the colors don't translate exactly across, I found. But the mattes were excellent in both palettes. The Melt Cosmetics blush is beautiful. The bronzer is beautiful. I am really happy with this little haul that I did. I think everything is really nice, and I'm delighted. So anyhow, yeah, that's it from me for today. Take care. Bye-bye.